Texas Values is the largest and most effective statewide nonprofit organization that focuses on faith, family, and freedom. And the way we do that is getting involved in court cases, public policy, and also the court of public opinion, the media.
The values that we fight for and stand for today are going to impact our children in the future in the kind of state that we live at.
The nation expects Texas to hold the line on the family values issues. That's why we need to be working on these issues.
Because we're in Texas, you see some of the most important battles playing out.
Battle in Houston against the LGBT bathroom ordinance in the election where the Houston voters voted down the ordinance.
Frankly, the mayor picked the fight with the wrong people.
I got news for the mayor and Houston City Council. This is not California. This is the great state of Texas. And in the great state of Texas, the price of citizenship should not be to give up your religious liberty rights. The message is clear. It's time to vote this ordinance down.
She had no idea what she was up against.
The pastor protection law is going to keep us from being forced to perform marriages that we do not agree with or that come against our personal value.
Unsettling time in our nation's history, which is why organizations like Texas Values and events like today are so vitally important.
Let you know that Texas Values and Texas Values Action do great work. They were with us the entire way. Many midnight conversations, early morning meetings on the issue.
Later on, my dad passed a bill, the Merry Christmas Bill, Bill 308, saying that kids and teachers could say Merry Christmas and have Christmas parties. I'm very proud of my dad, and thank you, Texas Values, for writing this bill.
On the new ordinance that the City Council of Austin had passed unanimously. So we were forced into filing a lawsuit against that to stop it. And Jonathan Sines was an amazing attorney standing with us, and I felt great comfort knowing that we had such an expert helping us during a very difficult time.
HB2, the pro-life omnibus bill, our organization was right there and was a central part to the unity that was necessary to make sure one of the most important pieces of pro-life legislation became law.
My name is Jen Brown, and I'm the producer of 3801 Lancaster, American Tragedy, a documentary about Dr. Kermit Gosnell and the horrific crimes he committed against women and babies in West Philadelphia.
The mainstream media turned a blind eye to this case, so my team and I felt a great responsibility to tell the entire story of what happened at Gosnell's clinic.
Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from
Kermit Gosnell.
Texas Values represented our film team in an amicus brief to the U.S. Supreme Court for the HB2 case. We wanted the Supreme Court and the nation to know that the basic health and safety standards that the legislature passed would protect Texas women and babies from doctors like Gosnell.
When it comes to the issue of marriage, the Supreme Court is not the final word. Now, we understand the ruling of 5 unelected judges, but contrary to what you read in the liberal media and other places, the battle and the discussion over marriage is far from over. As a matter of fact, we're just getting warmed up. And this isn't just talk. Right now, we're involved in an active court case to stop the government from forcing taxpayers to fund same-sex benefits. This case started when Mayor Nice Parker illegally gave same-sex benefits to employees at the cost of Houston taxpayers, long before the U.S. Supreme Court's ruling on marriage. Now, we've had victory in the trial court on this case. We've even had to work on it at the Texas Supreme Court. And ultimately, we're willing to do whatever it takes to achieve justice on this issue. Through Texas Values Action, we're able to get involved in endorsing candidates. We're able to get involved in being more active on political issues. And if we need to be more aggressive through ads and mail campaigns when it comes to ordinances like the Houston bathroom ordinance, we're able to have the legal structure and the political will and ability to make a difference on those type of issues in those races. And so often, we're the only voice that's there, that's left, to stand on the wall and to defend our Texas values. With the upcoming Texas legislative session, our team is working with pro-family legislators and our partners across the state to ensure that Texas protects religious freedom, marriage and family, and innocent human life in 2017. Earlier this year, we were on the ground in Fort Worth to stop the superintendent's dangerous policy that allowed boys into girls' bathrooms, shower rooms, and locker rooms.
And you have to ask these questions. The superintendent has chosen to draw and to place the Fort Worth community in the middle of this issue. This transgender policy is tainted, and it's only going to cost taxpayers in Fort Worth more money.
Tonight there was an attempt at clarification, but I don't understand why these rules were implemented behind closed doors without a vote from the board and absolutely no input from us.
These rules and policies were never voted on by the school board. In fact, the superintendent even declared that information about a child's so-called gender identity would be withheld from parents. Now, thankfully, our work with Stand for Fort Worth, parents, taxpayers, the Lieutenant Governor, and Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton ensured this dangerous policy was repealed and that the privacy, safety, and dignity of Fort Worth students is now protected. We will continue to work on protecting privacy, safety, and dignity of all students across the state of Texas, just like we have in Fort Worth and other parts of the state.
You're not going to find, I don't believe, a group of people that are working any harder for our Christian values.
We're not afraid to say, yes, there is a cause, that this millennial generation and the generations to come are worth fighting for.
So you can join us in standing for biblical Judeo-Christian values, so religious liberty flourishes, families prosper, and every human life is valued.